The Biden administration sending a new $625 million military package to Ukraine. It includes 16 howitzers and 4 high-mobility artillery rocket systems, or HIMARS. According to the Associated Press, this is the first time the U.S. has sent more HIMARS to Ukraine since July. The weapons have been crucial to Ukrainian forces as their blitz continues to gain momentum. Today, Ukrainian troops press deeper into Russian-controlled territories on the southern and eastern fronts. Russian soldiers struggling to hang on to 4 regions that Putin illegally annexed last week. Meantime, the Russian military reports it has recruited more than 200,000 reserve troops in the past 2 weeks. The Kremlin says this video shows military commanders training new recruits to go fight in Ukraine. They're learning how to fire assault rifles and anti-tank grenade launchers. All this days after the Russian troops retreated from the eastern city of Lyman. They abandoned the strategic hub so fast that they left bodies of their comrades in the streets. A warning now, their bodies are in the video we're about to show in international coverage from our sister network Sky News and their war correspondent Alex Crawford in Lyman, Ukraine.
There were broken and bloated bodies of Russian soldiers on the road into Lyman as we entered. Testament to the ambush wrought on them by a Ukrainian force bent on retaking this town. In amongst the dead we saw mines too. The retreating army wanted to kill as they were being pushed back. Inside the strategic eastern city, the battle to reclaim it has left it in tatters. Street after street has been hit. There are only the symbols of the occupation left behind, and constant signs of looting with emptied cash machines and shops, including pharmacies, broken into and pillaged. The police station still has its signage in Russian, but the gate has been freshly painted over with the blue and yellow colours of the Ukrainian flag. Just a few days earlier, this is what it looked like. Russian flags, which once flew here, have been burned. The landscape's fast changing right now. And this victory came easily, the soldiers say.
In Mariupol, battle biggest.
And here in Lyman?
So Russians go away. A little shoot, go away.
Russia had used Lyman as a vital transport hub. Its railway lines were key to supplying its troops in Donetsk, one half of the Donbass, as well as its military in the second half, Luhansk. And they were in control here for months. The two sides had been fighting over it ever since, and it's badly battle-scarred. Even hospitals weren't spared. The residents who remained here are wary of just about everything, being called Russian collaborators because they stayed, as well as surviving a fast-approaching winter. Every passing military vehicle is glanced at anxiously. The Russian Z has a Ukrainian cross now over it.
What is it you're worried about? Are you fearful of the Ukrainians, or you're fearful of the Russians, or both?
War over land, he says, but we've got nothing to heat our houses, no electricity, nothing. The Ukrainian police who've returned to their old jobs try to offer some hope. It's just our second day here, Dmitro says. We can't fix everything at once. We know you need it. They've survived, but this war has left them with barely a life. And already the troops have moved forward to try to recapture more land whilst they have the momentum. For the news, I'm Alex Crawford in Lyman in eastern Ukraine.